Okay, I would like to welcome you to this episode of the System Podcast, and this is the presidential candidate series where everybody comes to say what they have to do for PUMSA. And today we have a very important guest with us, and I'll give him the floor to introduce himself. Please, I would like you to tell us your name and your political name and your state.
Okay, thank you. My name is Bello Ibrahim, one of the aspirants for the post of president by the University Medical Student Association, that's BUMSA 2024 election. And I'm a 500 medical student from Katsina State. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that brief and precise introduction. Now let's go straight to the point. So please, we would like to know your vision for PUMSA and what are the three main goals you hope to achieve during your tenure if elected.
Well, thank you very much. The vision I have for this, or the visions I have for this prestigious association, first is to empower the Bello University medical students today, also to shape the healthcare of tomorrow. That is, when the association is empowered, our medical students, when they are empowered today, so because they are going to become future doctors in the future, we are shaping the healthcare system. And how do we empower our medical students is by mentioning some of the, as the conversation goes on, I think I will mention some of the things I have in mind that will help me execute the vision that I have.
Okay.
When we ask for three things that I would like to do, right?
Yes, three goals you would love to achieve if elected.
Okay, thank you. The three most important things that I would like to do, topmost out of the things that I have in mind, before I say them, let me start by saying something. As it is, we are in an academic environment. We can't just come and tell people that when you're elected, you will do this, you will do that. Keep saying things that are not realistic, that are not feasible. You understand? Yeah. So I like to let people know that all I will say, the first thing that I have now is the most important of all the three, or let me say all the things that I have in my mind. The most important thing, like I said, is not to just come and tell people that when elected, you will do them this, do that. There are a lot of things that are not even feasible. You understand?
Yes.
So you have to tell people something that is realistic, that you want to do really when elected. First, like I said, all the things that I have in mind, they are centered around the first point of mine, which is the issue of inclusivity, issue of teamwork. So I think if I can consider this, working with my other co-escorts, if elected as a team, and also the issue of inclusivity, even working with ideas of other boom sides, not escorts alone, or not the president and the secretary alone, like working as one head, work with my co-escorts and also to work with all other boom sides, their ideas, you understand? I believe doing this will enable us to take this our great association to a greater height, because like I said, we are living in an academic environment. We don't know, maybe being the president of this association, there are many people over there that have ideas that are far beyond the one that I have. You understand?
Yes.
They have the ideas and they know the way to implement those ideas. So if you don't give them chance to come and assist you during your tenure, I think you won't be able to know even that there are ideas that exist. Or you don't know even if you have the ideas, maybe they will know better. They are in a better position to help you execute those ideas. So if you don't allow them, if you don't listen to them, there's no way you'll be able to do that. You understand? So always, as there's a saying that's saying, two houses better than one. So always when you work together with others, you don't work alone. I think you will end up getting a result that is far better than if you work alone. You understand?
Yes.
So this is the most important thing. Like I said, the most important of all the things that I have, working with other people's ideas. When other things that I have in mind is the issue of student welfareism, which I know other escorts, I don't know, but I can say all other co-aspirants of mine do also have, because as it is, the situation we are in, I can say it's very terrible. It's very terrible actually. Starting from my level 1 to level 6, to level 5, my current level, I've been living within the campus, not off K. I think all the sections, right from level 1 to level 5, I've been staying off K, inside the campus.
Yeah.
So we've never seen a situation where the lights will fail for up to a week or so, like this. I think we've never experienced that. In the last 2 weeks, I think, or 2 to 3 weeks, we encountered a total blackout for almost 10 days. And as it is now, they released a letter from I think the information came from the top. When I say top, from the office of DC, I think they notified us before the total blackout that there will be failure of light for so days due to some issues that they mentioned. You understand? So I think since I stepped into HTH, not even HTH, since I started my medical studies from level 1 to level 5, there was never a time that we experienced such problem. It is very terrible, as I'm telling you, because of the weather that we are in now. You all know that the weather is very hot.
Yes.
And also there are mosquitoes all over, especially in this Kano. Mosquitoes are everywhere. Wherever you go, you see mosquitoes. In your room, there are mosquitoes.
Like
you are studying, then wherever you go, you see mosquitoes. So another thing is because of the lights, because they are connected. Then even before the light failure, we also have shortage of water. This is an issue that I think everybody is aware of, that we've been experiencing shortage of water for quite a very long period of time. I can say, though recently university started bringing the tankers from new site to bring water to this. I don't even know of today, but as at yesterday and I think 2 days back, they brought their tanker with water to relieve the shortage that we have. So as I'm telling you, it is very terrible over here, very terrible. The situation is very hard to cope with. So God willing, if given the opportunity to serve this great association, one of the things that my administration will focus on is student welfareism. The first, when I say welfareism, is a scope of many things. It includes the issue of water, the issue of electricity, and other things. Other things like, I know you know how the area is, the area around our home.
Yes.
There are these bench chairs that they are made of this ceramic, or what do I say, cement chairs.
Yeah.
They are just probably for students to when you want to rest or when you want to read. So if you go now and check, most of them, let me not say most of them, but okay, I can even say most of them are broken. Some of them are cracked, you understand? Such that if you want to do a group discussion, group of more than 9 or even more than 6, it's difficult for you to find a suitable place, because most of them, if you see 3, maybe out of those 3, 2 of them are broken, you understand?
Yes.
So one of the things that when you check, even now when you go and check, you see some of them are made by Bunsa of 2019 arbitration, some of them 2020. I'm telling you. So I believe doing this will also sum up to the welfare of our students. And another thing that troubles me a lot is when you check our hostels, some of the rooms, the fans are not working. You understand? And it's let me say this, school is currently doing nothing about it.
Yes, it's very important.
So the toilets, when you go, the condition of our toilets also very terrible. The people responsible for washing them, I think they are not coming, or even if they come, they don't wash all of them. So the situation is, like I said, is quite hard to bear with. So vision is very hard. Then okay, sorry, the time limitation, right?
Okay, guys. Thank you very much.
I don't mention it how many times I have for me to.
Okay, we have some series of questions, so along the way, some of this idea you'll be putting it in. So
okay, no problem. Let me give you the last one since I mentioned two. The first one I chose on inclusivity. The second one is
welfare, the light.
Then the third one is the issue of insecurity that we are facing. Though it could be part of welfareism, but the insecurity that we are facing, I think last 2 to 3 months, one of our class member, his bike was stolen around C block.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So, and also, even my roommate, his phone was snatched from those people that used to come, I think from Karkasara, those delinquents, those Gabalin delinquents. They used to come up our hostel areas anyhow, stealing people's phones and other important things. So the issue of insecurity is also part of my wish, which I feel if opportune to serve this association, God willing, with the help of other people, I'll be able to handle that.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much for those points that you've given, and I can see that they are clear and they are very important points which are needed by the university community. Now, the next question is, what do you believe are the biggest challenges currently facing BUMSA and its members, and how do you plan to address them? Although you've talked about 3 key goals that you want to achieve, but among these, what do you think is the major challenge that you can see and how do you plan to tackle it?
Well, thank you very much. But like you said, some of my things, I've already mentioned some of them.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, let me add more on what I said earlier, the issue of inclusivity. I believe one of the challenges that our great association is facing nowadays is people are not carried along, you understand?
So is the biggest challenge?
To me, this issue of inclusivity is very vital. So to me, it's the biggest challenge.
Okay.
Then you thought,
yeah, how do you plan to address that challenge?
Well, thank you. Like I said, I think I've mentioned it earlier, but I don't know how you are. Like the interview was structured. Maybe that was the reason why I went ahead to talk about some of those things.
Yes,
if only nothing is what I have in mind is to work with the idea of every boom site, understand? To work with my co-escorts if elected as a team, to listen to them, to also hear from other members of BUMSA, you understand? We hear from them their ideas, and also to sit with my other escorts to talk about those ideas that are gathered from other members of the association, and also to figure out some of the ideas to be implemented, and also the way forward, understand?
Yeah.
So I believe let me not just look at it within the scope of BUMSA alone. If all other associations can do it the way I'm saying it now, to listen to their members, to also work with whatever the members want, you understand? Because most of those things, if you are a member and people want to talk about, mostly, you understand, not everybody want to talk about something that's not negative regarding your association. If you are not open to them, if you don't listen to them, you won't tend to know what the association is. You understand what the association is currently taking, or what people under your membership are going through. You understand? But when you made it open to them, that you listen to them, whenever they come up with something, be it an idea, a complaint, whatever it is, you listen to them. You understand? And you go sit down, talk about that with your expert, and also come out with a solution if it's a problem. Come out with a solution or possible way to handle that. You understand? So people will feel like, okay, whenever they have problem, when you take it, doing something about it, okay, so subsequently, whenever there's a problem, they know where to take it to. You understand? But whenever they bring the problem and the association is doing nothing about it, I think they will feel like depressed. They will not be feeling involved, and subsequently, if they have similar problem, they will not take it to the association because they know actually cannot do anything about it. You understand?
Yes, true. Thank you very much. That you have clearly elaborated the stuff. Now, what new initiative or improvement do you plan to introduce to enhance the experience and opportunities for medical students at Bello University?
Well, thank you very much. Innovatives, there are a lot of them, but let me just chip in one since you say it was like you are looking for maybe one of them.
Yes.
I think since we all coming from outside, if you look at the way let me just center my own innovation around the security issue. You understand? This campus that we are in now, Kano Teaching Hospital, when you go around our lecture venue, you look around, I think we don't have even one security gate, or let me say, how do I call it, where they like take care of people's bike, people's motors, or whatever it is. You understand?
Yes.
But when you take outside, we have those security areas where you can go and keep your vehicles safe. You understand?
Yes, it's true.
So I think this is something that if the application if I can bring it to the school, you understand? And I think it is not going to be hard on them because it's only most of them is just a fence. You just get a fencing wire, just a fencing wire and just surround an area, you understand? And keep a security agent there that will be taking care of the whatever. Mostly the motorcycle, that's what you see them putting inside. So I believe if I can bring this idea up to the college, I think at the college level, I think if they can be able to provide that alone, it should go a long way regarding the safety of the motorcycle of our brothers and sisters that are studying in this campus. This is one of the innovations I have in mind.
Okay, I'd like to thank you for part of your busy schedule to cutting out time and coming to this interview. You have actually given us a very bright reasons for people to vote you, and we wish you best of luck in the poll. And also, if you get elected, we pray Almighty Allah give you the strength to also implement all this.
But the most important thing is the prayer that I really appreciate the prayer that you just did to me, because even if like is something that I know I can't deliver, as let me say, as humans, perfection is an attribute of God. Nobody is perfect, you understand? That's why I emphasize during my lesson on the issue of inclusivity. You have to work with other people. You alone can never make it. If you feel you can make it alone, no, you are a joker. You can never make it alone. You have to work with other people. So I really appreciate this prayer, and that has been my prayer for quite a long period of time. But if God will just allow me to go with just lead me, if like I feel I'm with you, I can use my own distance to rule the university, and God will just allow me to go on my own. So I don't pray to leave this university. If God will leave me alone, you understand? Yeah. So that has always been my prayer, that if God will hold my hand in this and also guide me through. So I pray I get the opportunity. I'm given the opportunity to serve the association. Thank you very much to you too for your time. I really appreciate the questions and also the way the system works. And I think all other, like, I don't know so far how many aspirants you've contacted and you've conversed with, but I feel